Hello, Dwayne Whitmer here with another Whitmer for Liberty report. Today we're going to talk about the Russia-Ukraine conflict and the role the United States could play in that, as well as what Ukraine is doing to respond to the potential threats. First off, Joe Biden has come out and said that the United States and its allies will respond, which means that Joe Biden is taking a play out of past presidents' playbooks. When his approval rating drops, they use fear-mongering, one of the best ways to get voters to vote, to come up with a issue that they can use to respond to drum up support. We saw Bush do it with the Middle East and weapons of mass destruction. You've seen president after president do it for the entire duration of the United States, is using war to drum up ratings, support, and funds, because the large defense contractors donate to the politicians to get them to go to war. One issue that I have with potential war with Russia is the politicians, President, Senate, Congress, the people that are going to send our troops overseas, a majority of them aren't veterans, and the people that they're sending overseas aren't their friends, their family, people they know, people they care about. They're sending mostly our nation's poor to fight another nation's poor, to benefit Raytheon and other defense contractors. It's pretty tragic and pretty insane you see that happening. Personally, I think we should stay out of that conflict. Sending our troops to die in needless affairs isn't what the United States should be doing. And this is literally sending people to die so Joe Biden can get an uptick in rating and an uptick in donations. Typical politician, typical political class move. Unfortunately, it's people like us, my friends and family, who are coming back either dead or not the same. So I do hope we stay out. But one interesting thing, defense1.com and a couple other news stations have reported what Ukraine is doing to respond to the Russia threat is they're training in insurgency tactics. They are taking a page out of the Taliban's playbook and training in insurgency and small group guerrilla warfare tactics. Ukraine has made a volunteer military, militia of sorts, and they're training them in counterinsurgency and insurgency tactics that have been learned from the Taliban in the Middle East. I find that interesting because that's the best way to resist a large force, as evidenced by the United States spending 20 years in Afghanistan to replace the Taliban with the Taliban. That's the best way to suppress a larger force with more power, is insurgency guerrilla warfare tactics. So I find it interesting that militia training and small arms training and small group training by civilians is what's going to be used to counter the superior Russian military force. And I think we can learn a lot from the tactics that they're training for a lot of the two-way and militia groups here in the United States. Thank you.